Hello everybody and welcome back to Rich Mindset with another amazing topic, because today we're gonna talk about one of my favorite topics from all time. Today I'm gonna talk about people complaining. As you saw in the title, the premiere today is called Why Always Me, and this is maybe the most used way of finding an excuse. Maybe it doesn't seem so, or maybe for you that are not used yet with that kind of people that always find excuses. Believe me when I tell you from my own experience that why always me is the best excuse that somebody can use for himself. I'm not talking about workplace, I'm not talking about I don't know, love life or something like this, although every single time I try to mix examples from my own life on a general level. Today we're gonna talk about only you, yourself, on a mindset level, and this way of thinking. Why always me? Guys, it's really hard for most of the people in your surrounding to understand your true potential, to give you the benefit of the doubt, to encourage you, to be there for you, if every single time you only say these kind of words. Why always me is just one expression that I found really common to most of the people I've met during my life. But this kind of excuse for your own brain, okay, for your own functioning level, can be described in many other ways, like it wasn't me, it's not my fault, I didn't know this is going to happen, he did it, and stuff like this. So why always me is a general way of taking every single one of your excuses and basically throwing them in the trash. Let's put it like this. On a subconscious level, every single person does more than 90% of his action on a daily basis without realizing what they do. From eating because they're hungry, drinking because they're thirsty, going on the same road at home every single day because they know it, doing the same work at the work because they used to it, and stuff like this. This that we call routine, basically, or most of the times, it's subconscious or subconscious working. Well, every single time we do one of these actions, we do not realize it. And why always me, at a general level, as I already said, it's one of those times. Let's put it like this. If you have a workplace, okay, for example, me, I'm gonna give myself as an example, and I do some Facebook ads, leads come in, I need to call them, okay, and I find that all 3 or 4 of the leads that came in will say no to our collaboration. In that point, the easiest way or the easiest thing to do in order to escape this responsibility would be to say it's not my fault, okay? Then for me and my mindset, or my mind or my head, it is a way of saying it that I did everything in my powers, I'm done with it. Because he said no, that means he's an idiot, not me. And in order to improve myself, I set myself a limit that will not overcome or overpass, only because I accepted it. Okay, so it's not my fault can be another way of why always me, okay? And that, do you understand what I mean? If not, please write down in the commentary so we can discuss on this topic, because it's really important to understand how you can train your subconscious mind. Although most of the action that you do on a daily basis, you do not realize them, that doesn't mean you cannot not train him. I did a couple of other videos on this channel when I explained how you can train yourself to become a better person. I always talked about this, but this is the first time that I'm gonna talk about the subconscious level, because if you manage to train your subconscious and get rid of maybe we will see, it's not my fault, why always me, and stuff like this, you'll be able to have a clear conscience, give 100% every day, and actually have success. So this is one of the ways that I could get rid of the task. But instead of doing this, I do something else. I try to understand why that person didn't accept my offer or didn't want to sign with us. I analyze the entire discussion. And I do this because I trust the services that I provide. I know I'm doing a good job. So in order for them to refuse us, that means it's money, that means it's time, that means his business is not ready, or he has a better deal. These are, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of examples about this. But in the other way, if I didn't do the selling part properly and I didn't present my company as it should, that doesn't mean it's his fault. That means it's my fault. So I need to take responsibility, assume that the discussion maybe wasn't the best one, take a feedback from my own discussion and see what I can improve next time. So I got rid of it's not my fault and I replaced it with let's see what I can improve. And this is the first step. And you do this over and over and over and over again until you get the best pitch, the perfect pitch, the most successful pitch that you tested, and then you have a result that will be more positive than negative. So this is how I improve my selling pitch. This is one of the examples. Another example is at your workplace. If your boss comes and says you're not doing a good job, he's not stupid, he's not retarded, he's not your biggest enemy. It may be because what he needs and what you do are two different things. So if you want to become a good employee, if you want to develop yourself, if you want to go to the next step, if you want to be paid better, instead of saying your boss is stupid or an idiot, just try to assume that it's your fault, that you're not doing something right, and try to correct yourself. And in this moment, you'll get rid of why always me, and you'll replace it with I want to reach this kind of potential, or this kind of level, or this position in my company. So guys, why always me? It's actually a way to talk to your subconscious mind in order to get rid of the responsibilities and automatically limit yourself. In the moment when you do this, then every single time you'll find a situation or meet a situation, you'll never look for solution. You'll train your subconscious mind to give up before you even started. You'll train yourself to stay in that rat wheel that we're talking about over and over and over again, always complaining, always thinking you didn't do anything wrong, but life will go by, you'll be 80 years old and you'll still work for somebody that you hate and earn way too less than you should earn if you gave yourself an opportunity. So why always me is the biggest enemy. Why always me? It's a way of giving yourself a break that you do not deserve. Why always me? It's the worst way you can get out of a situation you don't like at that moment. What I recommend you strongly to do, and I'm really serious because this changed my life, it's replace that why always me with 3 things. First, as I told you, follow up. See what you did, how you did it, what was good, what was wrong. The second one is confrontation. Don't run away from confrontation. Many people run away from confrontation because they think it's a bad thing. But let me tell you a different story. Confrontation with other people is maybe the best and the most positive thing that you can do. By taking that person and talking to him and finding out what they need, why they need it, what you can do better, will give you the best follow-up ever. Because if the follow-up with yourself can be sometimes misjudging because you're, I don't know, too hard on yourself, or maybe you didn't saw something because you're involved in a personal way, getting follow-up from somebody else that you have a confrontation with will get you the truth. And this is really important. When I say confrontation, I never say go beat him or go spit him or go say bad things about him. No. Take that person that you have in front, the one that you have the confrontation with, put him down, let him sit, and tell him exactly what's in your mind. Ask him the questions that you want to ask in a peaceful way, in a good way, in a positive way, in a constructing way. And after you get your answers, think about how you can improve based on that feedback. And the third thing that I strongly recommend you about getting rid of this why always me mentality is because, as I said more than 100 times in this channel, and I will always say it, I still believe that Picasso's or Michael Schumacher's or I don't know what other kind of talents are out there on a daily basis. Maybe I am meeting 10 of them every day, but instead of meeting them where they should be, I meet them in a fast food or selling the newspaper on the street, or I don't know which other position that they hate, and they lose that talent, they let it burn, they let it go away, fade away, instead of actually doing something with it that will help himself and the world around him. Because having somebody like Picasso, hundreds of years after, we will still hear from him. And he made a change in the art world like, I don't know, there are 10, 20 in the world that can do what he did, and not at that level. So if you are the next Picasso, try to change this why always me mentality, replace it with a constructive way of giving yourself feedback, of taking feedback from everybody else, and start building on your talent. Get rid of the negative in your mind. No, I don't know, possible, because your subconscious mind has only yes or no, it doesn't has maybe. So everything that is between, you will get it as a yes or a no. If you say maybe, that's a definitely no. You may think it's a maybe yes, but it's not a maybe yes, it's a definitely no, because your subconscious mind will say it's not important for you, will put it on the back shelf of your mind, and you are not going to do it or go, or I don't know what you promised to somebody or what you wanted to do. So try to understand how your subconscious mind works, understand why it works like this, replace that why always me mentality with I can do better mentality, what I can improve in myself mentality. Lead by example, because if you do so, you will grow, you'll have other people following you, and lead them to do exactly the same, and give your chance to become that person that we all know you are able to be. Give yourself the benefit of the doubt, and instead following others that do not know how to live, following others that know only to gossip or to complain, change yourself and give yourself the chance to become the best version of yourself. Guys, I hope you understand what means why always me mentality. Take the time to get rid of that shit, because it's really toxic for yourself. Improve on what you can do, and I hope one day soon we can do here on Rich Mindset a podcast about you, me, and other thousands or hundreds of thousands of people that improve themselves and can be given as an example to the community out there. Have a nice weekend, hustle hard, never stop, and see you next time. Bye bye.